Hey everybody, this is Sassy Craft Lass. I am here today to show you how to make some cute little gift boxes. Here are a couple that I've made recently. Just wanted to give you a couple examples. I told you before that I would show you guys how to make these nifty boxes. These boxes are, when you're done, they will be 4.5 inches by 3 and 1.5 inches deep. So, easy for votive candles, little trinket gifts, whatever you want to give for any occasion. So, to get started, what you need is pretty simple. To get started, you need a scoring board. It can be any brand scoring board you want. You don't have to use a specific brand. And a 12 by 12 inch piece of paper. That's what you need to initially start. And then you're going to start scoring your lines. So, here we go. Exciting part of scoring your lines. So we're going to score down both sides. The first one, I'm going to score at 1.5 inches here. So hopefully you can see this pretty well here. So score at 1.5. Then we are going to score at 3. We are going to score at 3 3/4. 8 1/4, 9. Whoops. And don't be like me getting your scoring lines all crooked. I'm a little crazy like that. Don't do that. Alright, so here we go. Last one on this line, and here I go with my crazy scoring lines again. 10 1/2. Okay, so when you're done with that, you want to flip this piece of paper over and you're going to make a couple of score lines on this side. On this side, you're going to want to score at 3 inches. This one doesn't have as many score lines, so it's not as bad. 3 inches here. Then you're going to want to do 4 1/2. 7 1/2. And then at 9. All right, perfect. So when you're done, you should have your piece of paper that looks like this with all your score lines. So you will not need your scoring tray anymore, so you can remove that. No longer needing that. So, to help yourself out later, what you want to make sure that you do now is you want to take and you want to fold on all of these scoring lines. Trust me, you do not want to not do this piece because it will drive you crazy later. So, what I'm going to do real quick is just fold all of these scoring lines up. Doesn't want to fold up there for me. And that would be a reason why you do your score lines now, because it'll save you that kind of headache later. You want to do them on all sides, so turn your paper and do your score lines in the other way. Like I said, this will just save you a bunch of headache later. When you fold your box later, if you don't have your lines exactly right, it'll create a little bit of overlap. It's not anything that'll ruin your box. You can really work around it. So, not a really big deal, so don't freak out, okay? Alright, so when you're done, all of your score lines folded here. So the next part you want to do is you want to find the side where from the corner to your inner fold, inner score line is 4.5 inches. So that should be the side that you have the 4 score lines on. But just to make sure, I'll show you guys what this should look like. So if you can see this good. So you want to have it to where it is on the 4.5. So you want that side to be facing towards you because you're going to fold. What you're going to do is you're going to take these corners and you're going to fold them to that inner 4.5 inch score line. Okay, so fold those nice and neat. You're going to do that on each one of these corners. And like I said, if you don't get these folds exactly right now, you'll see a little bit of a, I'll show you later because I'm guaranteed that I'm not going to get them exactly right. So then you want to flip it around. You want to do the same thing with each corner here. Fold each corner up to the 4.5 inch score line. Alright, now once you've got that done, you've got this where this side that has 1, 2, 3 score lines is facing you. So what you want to do is you want to take your box and you want to fold it in on this middle score line. So 1, 2, and 3. Fold it in on this middle score line. Down like that. Flip it and do the same thing to that side. So again, find that middle 1, 2. Flip it in, fold it. Okay, and you should look like that in the center. They should be meeting in the center, okay? So once you have that done, you want to take this corner flap and fold it back. And you can see there's a little bit of an offset here. I don't know if you can see that right there. And that's what happens when you don't get it folded exactly right. This side looks really good. See how this side looks? You can fix that up a little bit if it's bothering you too much by making sure when you tuck this in and fold it that you are folding it the best you can. You can sometimes make it a little better, but like I said, not a big deal. So then it should look something like this. Okay, next thing you want to do is take your paper and you want to grab these corners right here. See how I'm grabbing these corners where those little holes are? Make it to where it looks like a little square. See how it's starting to open up to like a little box right here? Make it look like that. Pull these corners out. I usually pinch them like that. Bring them down. And then you want to fold them back over. So what do you want it to look like at the end is that right there. So that is what you want it to look like. So again, let's go to this side. Same thing. You've got, this is what it looks like. Pull this up. Put your fingers right here on these little corners here, okay? And you want to pull these corners up like so. Sometimes your box wants to unfold on you. There you go. Fold it up like so. Here again, pinch the corners there. I like to do that and then down. There we go. See that nice little box right there? That's what you want. So get it like that. Then you want to take this third line. So this is your 1, 2, 3, the inside line, and you want to fold all the way in, just like that. Flip it around, do the same thing. It's your 1, 2, 3 line. Fold it in. Same thing. Whew. Sorry, I'm throwing stuff at you guys. Good thing you're not here. All right, so then your box looks like this. Then you want to take this and you want to fold this back, tucking that in to that one fold line that was already there. See, it should look nice and neat, sort of like that. You might have a little bit of overage just where the paper shifts, but not a big deal. Same thing on this side. Fold it back on that line. This one shows a little bit more from where when you fold it, it kind of kicks out. So kind of get it or tuck it back in there as best you can when you fold it. Okay, then it's going to end up looking like that. Now, that's what it should look like at this point. Now, this is one of the difficult parts. You're going to pull this up to where it looks like this. That's what it should look like. So this is like the inside of your box. You can see your box starting to form here. So if you notice right here, each one of these corners, there's like a little square here, square, square, and a square. This is the tricky part that a lot of people have problems with. So what you want to do is you want to take this, like on this edge, this top corner, and you want to meet it down to here. So in doing that, you pull this top corner to meet this bottom corner, which will bend this up and make this flap right here go out. I don't know if you can see that very good, how that flap goes out. So bend this corner down, okay? And then you want to just solidify that. Same thing over here. Get this stand up. Here's your corner right here. You want to pull this corner down, making that flap stick out, and go right back down here. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. So it should end up, when you fold both sides, it should end up looking like that, right there. Okay? Now, you want to go to this side, do the same thing. Now it's going to unfold while you're doing these other folds just because it's paper. It's going to do that. But don't worry about that. Fold that up. Push that down. Same thing, you find your corner. Pull that down to your corner. Flipping that flap up there. Like that. Alright. So when you're done, you should have something that looks sort of like that. You guys see that really good right there? Alright. Now if it drives you crazy for it to come unraveled like it does me, you can put a little bit of adhesive on these corners just to help you keep your box form while you're doing the rest of it. You only put as much adhesive as you want, but you don't need a whole lot. Just I mean, it's a paper box. It's not going to be perfect. Okay, so there you go. It's the inside of your box. Now these are the score lines that you did earlier. Fold them in like this, and voila. You have your box. You can see box all the way around here, box all the way around here. Now, this box will not stay closed, so it opens. And again, if it really bothers you, you can tape more of these flaps down so where they won't bend up. It's just really what you want to make it. You can decorative, do it whatever you want. All right, so then the next part is making a little thing to go around the center, similar to what this looks like here. So this slides on and off, keeps your box closed. So what I do for that piece is I usually cut strips of paper that are 1.5 inches. 8.5 by 11 will work. Take it, I'm going to measure 1.5. Cut your paper there. There you go. Easy way to do it. You can score your lines if you want to, if you're real anal about scoring it and making your box thing. It's much easier. If you want to do it this way, you can score it at 2.5, 4, 7.25, and then 8.75 if you want to do it that way, because you want to make it a little bit big so it kind of slides on and off. If not, easy way to do it is just take your box, take your paper, find your center of wherever you want to be. You can do one of these, you can do 2 of these, kind of score your paper down with your fingers. That doesn't have to be really pretty at that point. Flip it over, do your box down, find your edges, gives you an idea, and you can take, I'm just going to do a little small adhesive thing right now. You can adhesive, secure it however you like, and then voila, you have that. So then, just take it off, secure it to make sure that it looks real good. And you want to make sure it's got a little bit of a looseness to it, not too tight, so you don't have a problem getting it on and off. And then you will slide it like that. Now, what I like to do is decorate my box a little bit. You can do it as simple or as fancy as you want. I've already pre-cut some die-cut flowers out here that you can see. I pre-cut it with this right here, but you can use them already cut, whatever you like. It's pretty much whatever you're in the mood for. I mean, it's your box. You can do what you want to with it. For the sake of this, we're going to just put a little bit of adhesive on here. You can, like I said, decorate it up however you like. Stick these willy-nilly down. Just to give you an idea how you can do your box. And you can do any kind of, it doesn't have to be flowers, it can be whatever you like. I mean, seriously. You don't even have to put die cuts on it. You can put ribbon on the box if you want. You can ribbon, burlap, You can go and buy some decorative stuff that's already pre-made at your craft stores, of course, because you know they have lots of stuff like that. And you can pretty much do whatever you want to with it. On some of the ones that I've made, you can see like on, let me show you this one here. I actually took like a corner thing and stamped out the corners here. So you can make it whatever you need it to be. This one I was playing around with the grommets and actually secured it with that. If you're crafty and, you know, craft scrapbook stuff, you can pretty much make it whatever you want to do it. So it's just fun. I love them. Great for little gifts. Not very hard to do at all. So have fun with it. I mean, really curious to see what you guys think about the boxes. If you have fun making them, if you have any difficulties making them, please let me know. I will answer any questions I can. I will also put some more different boxes up in the future. Some other style boxes. So look for some more videos to come on some fun little craft things you did. I really enjoy making these boxes, and hope you guys did too. Let me know what you think. Please comment, and please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and tell your friends. More to come. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.